Hey everyone. So this is going to be a bit of a different video. I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers doing this unpopular opinions videos. Mostly no fuckers, but you know, other people as well. So I kind of figured as a commentary channel, I consider myself pretty well versed in unpopular opinions. So I figured why not make a video dedicated just to that. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So my first unpopular opinion, Infinite Warfare was not a bad game. Multiplayer was not perfect. I didn't like the map design a lot of the times because they would have like different elevation levels and stuff like that, and there would be it just wasn't really balanced. Honestly, the multiplayer was kind of trash in my opinion, but Zombies in Campaign was still really fun, and for that extra $20 you paid, you also got MWR, which is really cool because you know that was like the Call of Duty that me and my friends all grew up playing on. And the campaign, like I said, was really nice. The only time I've really seen a campaign out of Call of Duty game that was that good was with Black Ops 2. But in terms of depth and just emotional impact, honestly, the Infinite Warfare campaign was really nice. And the zombies aesthetic, the whole like 80s arcade aesthetic, was really cool too. And that was pretty nice. So yeah, Infinite Warfare was not a bad game, not a perfect game, and certainly not the best Call of Duty. But not a terrible game like everyone says it was. Number 2, I don't care that headphone jacks on phones are being removed. They're not really necessary, guys. Everyone's using wireless stuff now. You know, I use a wireless charging pad. If you guys saw my 100 subs video, you know I use a wireless charging pad. You know, a USB-C is making everything charge really quick, so I mean, that might be phased out. But Bluetooth headphones and everything, those are all becoming more and more common. And if you use an iPhone and you need earbuds, the earbuds that come with the phone actually like have the little, you know, what you may call it, the lightning cable port thing that you use to plug your earbuds into. And if you need to listen to something with an aux cord, you know, you use the little adapter thing that the phone comes with. It's really not that difficult. The only time I really use an aux cord is whenever I play music in my car, and even then I'm not charging it, so I never really run into a situation where I need to charge my phone and listen to music at the same time. I don't know about you guys, but that just doesn't happen for me. And whenever that does happen, I use my Bluetooth headphones, my Skull Candy Crushers. They're pretty nice. Number 3, LED headlights are absolute cancer. I say this as someone who drives in a Nissan Sentra that's like 6 inches off the ground. Alright, if you're out here in a 3-foot lifted truck to compensate for your tiny penis with your truck nuts hanging off the back bumper or whatever, alright, and you got these bright LED headlights, you're not even on a high beam, just bright LED headlights, you're like, oh, I can't adjust them anymore to make them not shine in your face. Then don't drive in a 3-foot lifted truck that's, you know, 4.5 feet off the ground. Alright, we don't need any of that. All it's doing is just endangering people on the road, alright? And it's just why? You don't need to see 4 miles in front of you, okay, on low beam settings with LED headlights, and all it does is just make people mad. If you drive with LED headlights with just a really high raised truck or something, or they're not adjusted properly, you actually need mental help, seriously. Alright, so I got a bit heated at that one, but number 4, Recovery is Eminem's best album. Fight me. Number 5, Old Town Road by Lil Nas is unironically fire, alright? The bass just hits like, alright, it's hard hitting, it's fire, okay? The lyrics are nice and simple, you know, it's got an interesting tone to it, like a dark-ish tone, but not really at the same time. It's just a masterfully crafted song, alright? And I get that it's a bit of a meme with like TikTok and everything, but it is unironically fire, seriously. Old Town Road by Lil Nas, actually fire. Number 6, Warframe, at least for now, is complete garbage. We haven't gotten a new mission in months, and the last quest we've gotten ended on a complete cliffhanger and involved one of the major characters in the story. So we haven't gotten any updates on that, and Warframe in general, without any story, is just nothing but grind and grind over and over and over again. And it gets incredibly boring after 500 hours, right? So unless we're getting some like new quests soon that can actually advance the story past the point we're at right now, Warframe is just complete garbage for the time being. Number 7, Borderlands 2 was the best game of 7th generation. It combined a really awesome sense of humor and story, as well as this, I mean, yeah, you could compare it to Warframe in the sense that it is very grindy and stuff like that, but it's still fun. There's a wide variety of enemies to fight. It's not just you playing the same missions 40 different times to grind for something, unless it's like a legendary item. But even then, you're doing a boss fight, it's challenging, it's fun, and with friends, it's a really awesome experience, honestly. Now, I don't really enjoy the pre-sequel all that much because, I mean, that was really a game where, honestly, if you didn't have friends to play with, it wasn't all that fun. But Borderlands 2 was awesome because the DLC was also incredible. $15 per DLC pack, and it was a ton of new story and awesome content. And that's something that we don't really see from game developers anymore, sadly. Number 8, Sleeping Dogs was one of the best open world games to ever come out. Now, I know a lot of people say like, oh, but no, man. Sleeping Dogs was absolutely incredible. In terms of a story standpoint and interesting gameplay, Sleeping Dogs didn't revolve on you just getting a bunch of guns and leveling an entire city, alright? Sleeping Dogs involved an awesome story with really just a lot of depth to it, and the gameplay was cool because, you know, it was based in China, so you'd have these martial arts elements into the game, and that was really cool too. So instead of you just walking into a room and shooting everything, it's you doing these melee combat sequences, and that was really cool too. Not to mention, it's also modeled off the actual city of Hong Kong, so that level of realism and aspects of Chinese culture was pretty cool too. Number 9, Drake is complete garbage. Alright, Scorpion was one of the worst hip-hop albums, or one of the worst mainstream, at least, hip-hop albums to come out last year. There was like 2 good songs, and those are the songs from Scary Hours, alright? No other song on Scorpion was actually fun to listen to. It was just complete garbage, very obviously manufactured just to get a bunch of clicks on Spotify and Apple Music and whatever, and it was just designed to be a cash cow, effectively. And because of that, just absolutely no soul and no spirit that made it a good album. And honestly, it's like that with a lot of other Drake songs. You know, Nice for What and God's Plan was still, like, absolute bangers, honestly. But aside from that, Drake hasn't been doing anything good for a while. And a lot of Drake songs, you'll notice he's, like, trying to say, like, he's had a rough life and all this. The dude was born in Toronto, alright? The government paid for his healthcare, okay? This dude ain't thug, he ain't hard, alright? Drake, just complete garbo, honestly. Straight garbo. Number 10, Daytona by Pusha T was the best hip-hop album of 2018, in my opinion. Now, there were a lot of really awesome albums, but Daytona was one of my favorites because of simply how focused it was. It was only 7 songs, and I think it was only about 21 or 22 minutes, but it was heavily focused, and each song packed a huge punch, and that was what made it my favorite album of 2018, at least in hip-hop. Number 11, LaCroix is delicious, alright? Fight me on that, okay? LaCroix, you know, tangerine flavored, cran raspberry flavored sparkling water, alright? It's absolutely delicious, alright? Now, I understand why some people just don't like it because, you know, sparkling water in general, like, can just be kind of disgusting to some people. And I get that. But to me, LaCroix is delicious, and it's just nice to, I don't know, it's just nice. Number 12, Battle Royale is a completely overdone genre in gaming. It's like ever since PUBG blew up on Steam, and I mean, even then that game's kind of died. Everyone's just been doing to death, you know, Battle Royale. Black Ops 4 has Blackout, which I mean is still pretty fun. Fortnite, Apex, Minecraft survival games, which is an absolute just OG, alright? If any of y'all diss Minecraft survival games, I'm gonna have to clap your cheeks, alright? Just letting y'all know. But Battle Royale, it's like everyone is trying to capitalize on the Battle Royale trend, and it's just leading into a bunch of like Fortnite and PUBG clones, and honestly, it gets done to death after the 40 millionth game has a Battle Royale mode in it. It's like, no one cares, mate. Just stop. Number 13, PC gaming is infinitely superior in every way to console gaming. Not only is PC gaming cheaper in the long run because you aren't paying for online services, you have things like Great Key sites, which makes games a lot cheaper. More upgradability, because you can switch out like individual parts instead of upgrading the entire system, which also makes it more cost effective in the long run. You also have more customizable interfaces. You can use a keyboard mouse if you want to, or you can use a controller. You know, some people prefer that. And you can also do more tasks on, you know, PCs in general, like what I'm doing right now with video recording, video editing, stuff like that. You can do all of that on a PC, and you cannot do it as well, or even at all in some cases, like with video editing, on consoles, alright? And because of that, PC gaming is infinitely superior to everything console gaming has to offer. Number 14, Joji is completely overrated. Honestly, Joji isn't bad, you know. I remember listening to Pink Season, you know, back when he was Pink Guy instead of Joji. But honestly, there are a lot of other artists like Joji, and I feel like the only reason he's big is because he was Filthy Frank before instead of just being Joji. I feel like if he would have just started out as Joji instead of having the Filthy Frank persona and Pink Guy before him, Joji wouldn't be nearly as big as he is now. It's like music for edgy Tumblr girls, okay? We get it, alright? Now, like I said, he isn't bad. He does have a lot of good songs, but I mean, honestly, I just don't feel like he's worth the hype, really. But, I mean, like I said, I still like his music. Just not really worth it, in my opinion. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. That's a dead meme. I don't know what I'm doing. World at War was the best Call of Duty game. Not only did you have two really awesome campaigns with deep stories, you know, with Reznov and those guys in the European front, and then the Pacific Theater. I forgot the characters there. It was honestly really cool to be able to play through both of those theaters in World War II. And honestly, World at War is just an absolute classic. What with Nazi zombies and the whole story that spawned, and the fact that it's the predecessor for all the Black Ops games we have now, which in my opinion are the best Call of Duty games. But because of that, I think World at War is the best, and the multiplayer was also extremely fun. And it added a whole World War II experience that, honestly, the actual Call of Duty World War II just is complete trash compared to Call of Duty World at War. World at War felt genuine and gritty and real, and that was what made it so awesome. Number 16, I don't really think this one's an unpopular opinion, especially with my audience, but I think it needs to be said anyway. Minecraft is unironically the best game of all time. Throw hands if you disagree, alright? Just don't even argue with that, okay? Not debatable. Number 17, Tom and Jerry memes will never die. It's just because how vast the series is, honestly. We're just gonna keep getting Tom and Jerry memes. We're gonna keep getting more and more of them. So all these people saying, oh, Tom and Jerry formats, they're all gonna die. Look, man, yeah, the individual formats may die, but we will keep getting new Tom and Jerry memes, at least for the next couple years or so until we run out. But it's just an infinite supply of Tom and Jerry meme templates at this point, all right? And that's why they're just not gonna die anytime soon. And last but not least, what's this, number 18? Yeah. Kavos is a Drama Alert copycat. I know I said in one of my other videos, I think it was my commentary schism video, that Kavos was one of the better commentary channels. Well, a lot has changed since then, and that's primarily because Kavos is just a Drama Alert copycat. He only covers stuff that's reported on Drama Alert. He's basically just his buddy at this point, and it's just sad to see, honestly. It's like he's just making all these exposed and crazy new evidence videos, and it's like, it gets annoying after the 100th time. You know I still, you know, make commentaries and all that on different people, but his videos aren't really commentary anymore, which is what I like this channel for. It's a lot of just news, which is what Drama Alert covers. You're starting to get my point here. Basically, he just reports on whatever Drama Alert does, and honestly, it gets pretty old, and he doesn't really do any commentary anymore, which is kind of sad because he was definitely one of the better, more morally high ground, you know, kind of commentary channels. But hey, even the mighty have to fall at some point. So anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. If you guys want to see a part 2, tell me, and I'll get some more of these compiled. I really enjoyed making this, so if you enjoyed it as well, don't forget to smack that like button. Oh god, I just said that, didn't I? Subscribe to keep up to date with all my stuff. Comment what videos you guys want me to do next, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.